Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to Facts and Two Cents. Happy Wednesday night. Hope you are doing well wherever you are. Hope you guys have been celebrating. I know it's been such a wonderful day. I was able to tweet today, like, I love my timeline on Twitter. It's probably the first time I've ever been able to say that because all my timeline was about Heart of Invictus. And so it has been a beautiful day. Hope you have been celebrating. I posted it in the community page early this morning. So I hope you had a chance to, if you didn't watch it there, maybe you saw it on social media somewhere. Because everybody and their brother and sister and neighbor and best friend, we're covering this. So it's been a wonderful day. Hope you've been celebrating with Harry and the Heart of Invictus. And it's so wild that we were talking about Invictus yesterday. And I was, emailing Karen. I was like, I'm so sorry. I did do a great job of presenting it because I was kind of learning how to do it in a pulling her pictures in a different way. And it just didn't go as well as I planned it. And I was like, okay, got a little bit more work to do. But it was just amazing that we were looking and remembering The Hague, and with all of Karen Warner's or Swati, amazing photos and videos. Well, we only got a couple of them to work. The others I couldn't get to work, and it's like, no. So Karen is just so kind and so just like, it's okay. It's like, oh. But just really grateful to her to share her memory of The Hague. And so I was looking at these photos, and then it's so funny. I was like, oh, I want to get some photos of Prince Harry at different, well, a couple of them at least, of Invictus games. And so I pulled up these, and I was like, oh wow, couple of these I hadn't seen before, like the one in the middle. It looked like the first games in the UK. Harry is so young there, so it looks like the first one. And the vet that he's hugging, I remember him from The Hague. Meghan and Harry hanging out with him at The Hague as well. So they are great mates, and it's such an incredible photo, with obviously losing both his legs, and so he's on his prosthetics, I guess that's what you call it. But it's amazing what they've been able to do and how they've been able to adapt, with with all the injuries, the disabilities, with all the things that they've been through. I mean, the joy when they are part of Invictus games is amazing. And you can tell it's like, yep, that's one of Harry's mates. They're just like, they're so fun. And it's so funny, as I was looking through, I figure you remember Peace, our squatty Peace. Peace was here last year, and she shared that photo at the bottom left with us, and that's her with Harry and I think her sister. And I was looking, I was just looking for photos and saw it on Pinterest, and I was like, oh, it's on Pinterest. It's like, awesome. We'll just pull Peace in here as well. And of course, we saw some of the photos yesterday, similar to the ones Peace, the majority different. But it was great to be able to get hers last year and also to get Karen's this year. It's really awesome. And of course, the one at the top right is Harry and Meghan with the vet from the UK. She was so sweet. The one at the bottom I hadn't seen before, so I'm not sure if that was in the Hague or Australia or wherever it was. But yes, it was part of it. And of course, we have Meghan and Harry at the top there. We know. But I was just like, oh, memories, memories, memories. And again, today was all a wash of this, so it was just so wonderful. All of yesterday I was thinking about the Invictus, and we talked about the Invictus, the varying degree of of success there. But but it's been such a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you, Netflix, and of course, the Heart of Invictus. It's so funny when I saw the poster, I got thrown off with the red because I'm used to Invictus being black and yellow. So it got when I saw it, I was like, that's not right. How is that? And I was like, oh, maybe they're going with Netflix red because Netflix and the N is red. So maybe they were doing that. But I got so thrown off with the red that I was just like, because I was expecting yellow and black. That's the Invictus colors. And so it's just like, what's that? That's just me, creature of habit. But so that's one of their one of their posters, I guess, and it's really cool. And then so Netflix, obviously the one that first posted it out there today. The Heart of Invictus follows a group of extraordinary competitors from around the globe, service members who have experienced life-changing injuries or illnesses on their road to the Invictus Games. Premieres August 30th. So they'll be dropping it on August 30th. And it's just like, oh, great. Because I was thinking, it's like, when are they gonna start advertising this thing? And so I am so happy. I guess they were waiting for Harry to finish his Sentibali over the weekend and then drop this today. So it's just like everybody's gone in Heart of Invictus fever. The trailer is amazing. So hope you got a chance to watch it. It's just really powerful. And some of the people that are in there, obviously we were documenting it all through last year, so we've seen them before. And of course, Archwell, remember they have a website. Archwell, they have a website. I always get so happy when Archwell remembers. My only thing is like, okay, Archwell, put a clip on the front so people know to go to the production side, This is me and my ever Archwell website. If they listen to this, they don't even know we exist. But if they ever do, they'd be like, you better leave my website alone. So there. I'm always making fun of their website. But anyway, so Heart of Invictus, so they posted this today. Archwell Productions, this is part of what they posted. There's a little bit more to it, but I just took this little clip. Archwell Productions, in partnership with Invictus Games Foundation, introduces Heart of Invictus from the Oscar-winning team of director Orlando von Eisendel, and producer Joanna Natasgara of the White Helmets, Virunga, Evelyn. Virunga I saw, actually. The series follows a group of extraordinary competitors from around the globe, all service members who have experienced life-changing injuries or illnesses on their road to the Invictus Games, The Hague, just as we read in the Netflix clip earlier. The multi-episode series joins the competitors as they train and along the way reveal powerful stories of resilience and hope. The series also follows the organizers. Yeah, we got to see Harry and his team as they work to prepare for the games alongside each nation's team, supporting the competitors as well as their friends and families. So this is awesome. It means me amazing. Of course, this is the lead up to The Hague last year. So I'm just so excited. And the production team, the producing and directing team, amazing. I didn't see Wiley Helmus and Evelyn, but I heard White Helmets was amazing. I hadn't heard of Evelyn, but I saw Virunga. I saw when it came to New York. I was able to go to the screening and that was the first time I met in person someone from Congo, because one of the, well, it's not actors, or one of the park keepers from Congo, from Virunga, which is the Virunga National Park. He was there. His name is Andre Bauma, and I got to meet him. That was my first person, because if you guys remember, I told you that my line of my family started in Congo, and so that was the first time I met someone from Congo. It's like, oh my gosh. And so Andre Bauma, it's an amazing documentary. If you haven't seen Virunga, go ahead and go and see it. It's awesome. And also Leonardo DiCaprio actually is on as one of the producers. I think he came on after the fact, but to help get the word out and stuff. So he became a producer of Virunga. But it's a great documentary that I can attest to. And it was great going to the screening and everything like that in New York. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. So they have a fantastic producing team, and I'm like, yeah. I have myself and just about everybody else, just including everybody else. And so it's so funny. They did a specific one for the UK and Ireland. Incredibly excited to tell you, people of the UK, about Heart of Invictus, a new docuseries from Archwell Production. Yeah, the same Archwell that you guys have been dunking on, that reveals the human stories and resilient spirit behind the Invictus games, just in case you want to know. And of course, all the so of course I went around and was checking the different royal reporters. Of course, they're retweeting it and stuff. Even one of our squaddies posted, because I blocked her, so I didn't even think of checking her. And frankly, I don't think of her as a reporter or journalist or anything of that. She's just, for me, the devil's spawn. And June 11, she's like the devil's child. So I don't even bother. And so someone posted a clip of, or at least a screenshot of her retweeting, the Heart of Invictus. And so I think she was retweeting from, I think it was from Netflix or the and I realized a lot of them, I guess they follow the Invictus Foundation. So I think I saw two of them. I think one was from Netflix and one was from the Invictus Foundation or something. So yeah, so even the devil spawn, Angela Levin, was retweeting it. So yes, of course they were all hoping that Netflix would have canceled it and kicked out the Sussexes so they can have stories to write for now until 2025. But no such thing has happened, so they have no choice but to join the party. So I love how Netflix pointed to them. It's like, UK and Ireland, we are excited to tell you this. We know you're not, but we're excited anyway, and we know you. We know that you're going to do all the advertising for us, so we don't have to do anything. And you're going to just blast this all over the place. Of course, they're going to hate it and probably be like, we're not going to play. We're not going to do anything of the sort. So anyway, some of the people, if you saw the the trailer, and if you were with us for all of last year during the games, you would recognize Gabe, because we featured Gabe quite a bit on our different podcasts focused on the games. And so we saw these pictures last year, and Harry hanging out with Gabe at the show. Actually hung out with Gabe a couple of times there at the games, and someplace else he hung out with him as well. And it was really, really so cool to see the relationship. And of course, I didn't know Gabe was going to be part of the Part of Invictus. So it was really wonderful to see him pop up in the trailer. It's like, yeah, Gabe. And it'll be absolutely amazing. But I love the relationship. And of course, we remember Yulia, Tyra, who from the Ukraine, and we featured her a lot on here because, of course, during the which is still going on at the moment, but during the Russian invasion of Ukraine, Harry and Netflix had given her a camera. I think that's what she has on her head there, and to record Invictus, their Ukraine's journey to Invictus. And of course, the war started, and then it became about recording what was going on around her. They could no longer practice for the games. They had to go and serve. They had to go, on duty basically to fight the Russians. And so they lost like 3 people who were supposed to be on the team, I think. But Yulia, after a while, she got captured. The Russian captured her and took her and really brutalized her and all of that. So we featured her on here quite a bit. And so they couldn't find her. And so her daughter, her daughter took her place on the team because President Zelensky allowed the team to leave Ukraine. They were able to get time off from the front lines. They literally came off the front lines, got themselves to The Hague. And so Zelensky, paid them adieu, let them go. And Yulia's daughter, I think her name is Tatiana. Oh, shoot, forgot her name. But she had the shocking red hair. She came and took her mom's place in the competition. I think she won a silver, and so because her mom was captured, and so she was featured on at the games. They, ITV did an interview with her, and other news outlets did an interview with her, just sort of trying to get the word out there to, try to get her mom rescued, and so it became a really big thing, and we featured here a lot. And then, after the game, she was released, which was amazing. And so she was released. She was home. She did some interviews, which we talked about on here too. She talked a little bit about how brutal it was when she was captured by the Russians, and how just her training for Invictus is what kept her alive. And so it'll be amazing, because one of the things that happened with her, if you remember, is just before she got captured, she was able to give the video to whatever card it was on. She was able to give the camera to an AP reporter, and shortly after she gave that, I think she really knew she was in danger. Shortly after she gave the camera and the disc or the whatever it is she was using the camera uses to record, she gave that to an AP reporter who was able to get it out, and so get it back to I was hoping that Netflix would not allow whatever she recorded to come out before Heart of Invictus, and thankfully it never came out, because it is Netflix's property, even though she handed it over to the AP. It is Netflix and Heart of Invictus property. So we're going to get to see, as you can see there, you're going to get to see some of what she experienced in real time as the war was going on. And so it'll be, oh my goodness. I don't know how much she's going to share, but it'll be really, really interesting what she was able to capture as she was taking care of Russians and all of that stuff before she was captured. So thankfully she's home and back with her family, back with her daughter, and it'll be interesting to see how she's doing now. If she's going to be at the games in Dusseldorf, that would be great to see her there. So yeah. What else? So Harry, obviously different places were posting, and also too, all the information was also posted on the Invictus Foundation site, and so this is what it says. Describing what the documentary is about and all of that stuff. And so Prince Henry wrote a statement from him on that site as well. It says, "Our Invictus Games community represents some of the bravest and most dedicated individuals from 23 nations across the globe. Heart of Invictus is the incredible story of competitors brought together through service. We are now united through sports. While in various stages of recovery from both visible and invisible injuries, these competitors and their loved ones give a compelling look at their journey to the Invictus Games in a way that commands admiration and respect." Duke of Sussex. And of course, this Games in Dusseldorf is called a home for respect. And boy, I don't need the games to respect a veteran, but more respect to them, So thank you, Prince Harry. It's a fantastic statement. And so a little bit more about just the production team from the Invictus Games Foundation. I'm just going to move our little banner at the bottom. If you are new here and you have not subscribed to us channel, please go ahead and do so, as the banner says. And click the notification bell so you know when we drop a video. And please like and share this video. Help us to build our channel. And if you're able, join the channel. And yeah, that would be awesome to do. So anyways, so this is some of what it says. And I think I sort of lost some of this at the bottom there, but we'll see if we can get all of it. It says the Heart of Invictus documentary will be officially launched on August 30th, 2023. with five 1-hour episodes. The Invictus Games Foundation serves as an executive producer on the series, and this project provided significant funding to the charity, supporting our work to continue engaging and empowering the Invictus community. Again, because I saw tweets online like, "Oh my gosh, Harry and Meghan are using the vets to make money off the." I don't even have to say who would be saying such stupid stuff. So I'm glad Invictus, not that they needed to, I don't feel like they need to at all, but they've put it out there that they have been, through this project, been able to get incredibly, provided significant funding to the Invictus Foundation. So this all is going back to the Invictus Foundation and to the people that it serves. It says, it also goes on to talk a little bit about the director and producer of the games, Orlando Van Eisendel from Grain Media and Joanna Natasgara from Violet Films. Orlando is the founder of Grains Media, a twice Oscar-nominated, once-winning director. So he's already won an Oscar, nominated twice. Joanna Natasgara is the founder of Violet Films and 3 times Oscar nominated, once winning producer. So Harry and Meghan got a good team. I mean, they went for the best. These people know how to win Oscars, man. This is awesome. Says Orlando and Joanna joined the projects Verinda, Netflix original, The White Helmets, Netflix original, Nevlin, Netflix original, the BBC, and BFI have all focused on the core of the human spirit, seeking inspiration in the extraordinary from. And I cut off some of it, but you get the point. Some of it just got cut off. I don't know why it did that, but it did. But anyway, you get the point. I mean, they are amazing, and they have won Oscars for what they do, and so it's just really great that and to think of how the British press were trying to just dog this the whole time. They were there with all these nasty articles about the Netflix cameras filming and all of that stuff, and it's just like I'm always just so grateful that Harry and Meghan got out of that place. I am so happy because they're able to produce stuff like this, and with people with intelligence, with people who don't have an agenda other than to make a heartfelt film that services that community and really uplift and respect that community and the struggles that they're going through. So, Lord, you know what people need. And what's on Netflix has a little bit more. It's about the team. It says Joanna Natasgara, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Ben Browning, Chanel Pisnick, Lord Allen of Kensington CBE, Sir Keith Mills, GBE DL, Dominic Reed, OBE, Orlando Von Eisendel, and Abigail Ann Kettel Jones are all listed as executive producers on the series. So they brought in quite a few people, so that's awesome, and including Harry. And I love that Harry has his little projects on the side, and just like how Meghan had her archetypes, and her name is on the producer. On it as producer, and now Harry has his documentary, and his name is on the producer, along with say Archwell being the overall producer. So it's just, I love it. I love this. I love how they work. They sort of parcel it out to each other, so one person get this, the other person. So nobody is too burdened by all of these projects. So it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And I'm so excited for the 30th to come to see it. And so Grazia has a little bit more. I just got things from little places. It says the highly anticipated docuseries is produced by Archwell Productions, the production company founded by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and directed by Orlando Van Eisendel. Van Eisendel is best known for his work which we talked about before, Viranga, White Helmets. He said, and this is the only place I saw where he spoke about it. He said that he was drawn to the project because of the power of sport to heal and transform lives, and that he wanted to tell the stories of these incredible athletes and their journey to Invictus. And so what can we expect from the documentary? It says the series has, well, not 6, but 5 episodes long. It features interviews with Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, so Meghan's going to be doing an interview, and several Invictus Games competitors. You'll see a challenge. You see the challenge they face as they train for the games. You'll be inspired by the courage and determination, and you will feel joy and camaraderie of the Invictus Games. So they're telling you how you're going to feel. So we better feel all these things. So it's like, whatever you need to feel that, whatever it is you're feeling. Thank you, Grazia, for telling us how to feel. Or at least how we would be feeling, So no matter what my day is going to be, it's going to be filled with joy and camaraderie of the Invictus Games. So there. And also goes on to say, if you're looking for a feel-good documentary that will make you laugh, cry, and cheer, because aren't we all, then you need to watch Heart of Invictus. So I'm assuming, Graz, that these people already got a screening. I'm assuming they got, Netflix may have screened it for reporters and may have been embargoed. I don't know. But it's looked like whoever it is that wrote this, got a little bit more than the trailer. We will see. We're all excited to see it on the 30th. But anyways, it's so good to see, there were so many people tweeting about this today. But I love, that the Invictus, the different branches of Invictus from around were tweeting about it. Obviously, we just read that, the Invictus Games Foundation, which is the main foundation, tweeting and writing an article about it. And then also Invictus Dusseldorf, 2023, the incredible stories of the Invictus Game competitors are continuing in just a few days at the DE Games. Come help us build a home for respect. And from 9 to 16 September in Germany, and get your tickets to experience the heart of Invictus yourself. I love that promo. Very cool. Invictus Games Vancouver. Vancouver's like, I know we're 2025, but we are all up in the mix, okay? We are literally counting down the days and the hours too. So watch the trailer for Netflix docuseries Heart of Invictus. The documentary series follows the group of extraordinary Invictus competitors around the globe, all service members on their journey to recovery. Invictus Team US tweeted about it. It's like, what does being an Invictus Game athlete mean? At Netflix has given one of the monumental tasks of defining and sharing it with the world. Invictus Team US is honored to be part of Heart of Invictus, which premieres August 30th. So a lot of the US team is going to be there. Yes, on Heart of Invictus. Invictus Australia, perfect way to get to IG23 ready. I'm sorry, so Netflix ANZ. And so they are all excited about it. And other people, I saw Misan Harriman tweeting about it as well. So many people, all the trade papers, obviously, and just around the world, people are tweeting and being excited about the Invictus Games. And so a little bit away from the games, Harry's other baby, they're doing stuff. They put out a little film today as well, African Parks. And so I watched the little film, and it's really interesting. So it says, watch our film, Making Moves to Save a Species, Relocating White Rhinos. Like, they're white? It's like, oh, okay. I'll just take the word for it. Relocating white rhinos to Garamba National Park in Congo. So that they are relocating them from South Africa to Garamba National Park in the Congo. Renews hope for the species and the park. So they're basically trying to save them from this extinction. And so they, it's so wild watching them. First they have to tranquilize them and then tag them and put them in these carrier things. And then they flew them. So it's like, I think they said it was like 8-hour flight from South Africa to the Garamba National Park. And then they got to Congo, and then they had a 4-hour drive from the airport to the park. It was just like, oh my gosh. But these animals are so powerful. And they said it's also too very dangerous, obviously, even though they're tranquilized. It's like, I don't know that you want to be going next to one of them just in case they wake up. But they were able to do it, and they were able to get it done. And so it's very interesting. Only like 3 minutes and something. So but it was really interesting to see how they do it, because we know when Harry and Meghan were there, they did Harry had helped when they were moving elephants. And so we've seen quite a bit of those pictures, but this time it's white rhinos. And the people around the Grumble Park are very, very excited to have those animals back there. So yeah. So again, Harry's babies are doing stuff. They're out there putting out films, relocating animals, the whole bit, Tell me again that Harry and Meghan aren't successful again? Yeah, right, sure. What else is happening? Well, of course, we got to go to Shutter Island for a minute. We don't have to, but, it's stuff that's happening. So there it is. I saw this yesterday and I had to break out laughing, because then I had to really go and no, they did not. And sure enough, they did. So this guy, I guess he's a reporter, Les Daniels, or he's in entertainment in the UK, something. I think he's a reporter or something. Anyway, turns out, and I think he was with Strictly Dancing or something. I think that's who he was. Les Daniels. So he posted this on Twitter. He says, The Sun, which is the Sun, Rupert Murdoch tabloid, The Sun printed an article at the weekend. The Sun printed an article at the weekend I did for another paper in 2018 and made it look like I've done an exclusive with them. To all my fellow spousers, I would never speak to them. And I was like, surely not. Really? They used an article you wrote in 2018 and made it look like you had an exclusive interview with them, and they posted it this weekend? I of course had to go find this thing. I was like, surely not. I mean, we know that they are scoundrels. We know that they are the dregs of the earth, but surely you wouldn't take somebody's article that they wrote for another outlet in 2018 and use it in 2023 as if they did an exclusive with you. And sure enough, there it is. I had to go in and read it. It looks exact. I mean, if you didn't know, and if he didn't put that there, you would literally think that he did an interview with them. And I was like, oh my God. And I'm like, well, is he going to do anything, other than post it on Twitter? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you could do, I mean, I don't think you could get any lower than that. That is just I'm like, are these people okay? Are they okay? Because I don't know any other country that would allow this sort of thing, And again, the UK press is the least trusted in all of Europe, even though we're not part of the Europe. They are, they are the least trusted, because and of course, everybody under his post was like, "Don't read the Sun," yeah, at least reminding people to, that is not even fit, not even fit for your garbage. It's not even fit to wipe up, to put for your dog to poop on. I mean, how disgusting is this? I just oh my gosh. Just when you think they couldn't go any lower, just when you think they're in the cesspool, you realize the cesspool has a basement and they're hanging out in the basement of the cesspool. And the next thing you know, there's going to be a basement to the basement of the cesspool that these people, it just, I don't know what this man is going to do. And, other than call them out on Twitter, I don't know if he did anything else, but it's just I am flabbergasted. I don't know why that surprised me. It shouldn't, but it never crossed my mind that somebody would do that. When the person is alive and could see it. I'm like, I just don't even know. Anyways, moving on. And then this bit of good news dropped. And I was like, well, you take good news when you can. I was It's gonna move our little banner from there. So just give me a second. Let's just move our little banner. I'm not our little logo, I should say. We moved the banner earlier. And so this popped up from London Economics. Kia pulled GB News ads following Stop Funding Hate campaign. So Stop Funding Hate, as you can see at the bottom there, when Byline Time started, I mean, they have been going, they've been fighting, this for a long time, to stop funding hate, and really just contacting advertisers and people who are advertising with these hate channels. And so when Byline Time started dropping, the Dan Wooten exclusives, Byline Stop Funding Hate specifically started targeting the advertisers for GB News. And so one of the people that they targeted was Kia, which is a car company, I guess, a car company. And so, as you can see at the bottom, on August 13th, a few days ago, they tweeted at Kia. They said, "Hi, Kia, we're sorry to say that your ads have been spotted showing up on GB News. Surely this isn't the kind of message you want to be aligned with." And so Kia responded. Car maker Kia has pulled its advertising from GB News after they were made aware that they are being shown by campaign group Stop Funding Hate. The South Korean manufacturer said an advert broadcast on the right-wing news channel was not planned or approved by them, and it was shown due to a mistake by the broadcaster, GB News, adding they have apologized and taken action to ensure it doesn't happen again. So good for Kia. They pull, I guess they were considering, advertising with them. And I guess GB News went ahead and posted an ad that Kia didn't approve of. They didn't approve it yet or whatever. And they went ahead and used it. And Kia's like, "Oh, no. And so they said GB News apologized and it's not going to happen again. So don't expect to see another Kia ad on GB News. For those who watch GB News, I'm in the US, we don't get GB News. I would not be watching it anyway, but for those there, you will not see a Kia ad there again. So Stop Funding Hate at the bottom, you can see Stop Funding Hate followed up, and it says, "Great to see that at Kia has strong policies on equality, but hard to see how that fits with the divisive fear-mongering push by GB News." So yeah, not sure I understand the bottom part there, but I don't know, whoever is their marketing people, I guess, or advertising people, what they do a lot of times is that they have these advertising packages where you buy the package and your ad, you don't basically, they don't tell you, okay, it's going to be here, here, here. Your ad could show up anywhere. And I learned that when we were contacting Australia, when what was it? 60 Minutes Australia did that horrible not expose, that horrible thing on Meghan and Harry, especially Meghan, and one of the UK's nasty reporters, who is now kicked off Twitter. At least she's been kicked off Twitter forever, did this horrible interview about Meghan. And so we were contacting all their advertisers. And one of the things that I learned from there, that they all said that it was a package. It came in a package, and, whoever it is that handling those packages will place their ads wherever they think fit. And one of the places that the ad was placed was, where this person was saying such horrible things about Meghan and all of that stuff. And so we were working, and tweeting with Stop Funding Hate and others to, it's like, look, this is who these people are, and this is what they're doing. And so that's how I got to learn about the advertising package. So I'm assuming this could be what Kia, that's why. And the thing about it, none of them knew until we alerted them. And so they didn't know specifically where their commercial was going to end up. And a lot of them ended up in these places, again, because they bought the package. And so I think companies need to be a lot more aware if they're buying into these packages, especially that they know specifically where their advertising, their commercials, their advertising is going to be placed. Because again, they didn't realize until Stop Funding Hate contacted them that their ad was was being played on GB News. They had no idea. So I think these companies need to be a lot more on top of and making sure that they know what shows that they are supporting and where they're advertising, and does that follow and does that meet their standard that they have for their company? Does that, when you see the places that your ad is that a place that's, that is aligned with your goals and with your mission and with your mission statement? So I don't know anybody whose goals will line up with GB News's and Dan Wooten's things. I don't know anybody whose mission statement would align with that, but you never know. You never know. So, anyways, so that's what's that on that. So that's good news. So hopefully others follow Kia's footstep and stand up against GB News and pull their advertising and take away their advertising money from them, so they go out of business or something. Even though their owner has very deep pockets. So, anyways, what else is happening? And that's it. That's all I got. So I just thought I'd end it with this. Last year that was Harry and Meghan on the left, past year, and then now we've moved from last year and we're coming to this year. Of course, this was last year as well, but this was at least it was taken last year when Harry and Meghan visited Dusseldorf, to mark the 100 days to the game, I think it was, and so that's them. So it was just like the past and going into the future. And Dusseldorf, both amazing. Our faves are amazing. So looking forward to, I'm just so looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing both their interviews for the Heart of Invictus, and also definitely looking forward to, I know they said Meghan is going to be there for the end of it, which also, coming with Harry's birthday is going to be, I think it's the 15th. So it stands to reason that she will get there for the second half, so she could spend, his birthday with him. That's nice. That's nice. So he's going to be there with family. Who knows? Other kids going to be there, for their friends. Oh, don't know. So, I don't know that. I mean, if it were up to me, I'd be like, nope, we're keeping our kids protected until they're 18. That's my thing on that. So anyway, so looking forward to see them. So excited. Oh, our faves. But anyway, that's all I got. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you. Don't know, if we're gonna have any moderators on or anything like that, but Lydia Church, Nelly, Karen M, Cookies and Cream, Black Queen, thank you all so much for just taking the time to moderate the channel and for keeping it safe and wonderful. So thank you to all of you who support the channel by joining the 2 Cents Crew. Thank you for your financial support, and all of you who support in the chat, whether it's by super chat or super thanks, donation. Some of you support via PayPal or Cash App. Thank you. I am most grateful for your support. So that's it, guys. Have a fantastic evening. I will catch you next time. Bye. Oh, before I go, actually, you know what? Let me put up my banner. Just reminding you again. Please subscribe. Please subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell so that you know when we drop a video. And definitely, if you're able to, join our 2 Cents Crew and support the channel that way financially. And so, yeah, but that's it. Thank you guys again. And I love you all. See you next time. Bye.